Doing great, thank you.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Hello
glad
everyone,
to
I am
hear it.
Alyan back again with an interview with Chatgpt. So hello Chatgpt, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. How have you been? That's good to hear. What's new with you? The history between Pakistan and India is long and complex. It dates back to ancient times when the region was part of various empires. The modern history, however, is often centered around the colonial period under British rule, which led to the partition in 1947. This partition created two independent nations, India and Pakistan, leading to significant migration and communal violence. Since then, the two countries have had a contentious relationship, marked by several wars, particularly over the region of Kashmir. There have been efforts at peace and dialogue, but tensions have often flared up. Would you like to know more about any specific period or event? After the partition in 1947, both countries faced immense challenges. The first major conflict erupted over Kashmir in 1947-48, leading to the First Indo-Pak War. The UN intervened, but the issue remained unresolved. In 1965, the two nations fought again over Kashmir. This war ended in a ceasefire brokered by the Soviet Union and the US. In 1971, another conflict arose, this time leading to the creation of Bangladesh, formerly East Pakistan. The war saw a decisive victory for India and significant geopolitical changes in the region. The two countries have since engaged in numerous skirmishes and confrontations, with the Kargil War in 1999 being a significant flashpoint. Despite these tensions, there have been efforts at dialogue and peace, with varying degrees of success. Both nations continue to have complex relations influenced by historical, political, and cultural factors. Is there a specific aspect you'd like to dive deeper into? Certainly. After the Kargil War in 1999, both countries made attempts to improve their relationship. The Lahore Declaration in 1999 was a significant step towards peace, but the Kargil conflict undermined these efforts. In the early 2000s, there were renewed efforts for dialogue. The composite dialogue process, which started in 2004, covered various issues including Kashmir, trade, and people-to-people contacts. However, the Mumbai attacks in 2008 severely strained relations again. Since then, there have been periods of both tension and thaw, with sporadic attempts at peace talks. Recently, both countries have maintained a cautious stance, with intermittent diplomatic engagements and continued tensions, especially along the line of control in Kashmir. Both nations have also engaged in back-channel diplomacy to manage crises. Is there a particular event or period you're more interested in? Absolutely. Another key event was the 2001 Agra Summit. This summit was an attempt at high-level peace talks between the two countries. Unfortunately, it ended without a formal agreement, but it showed a willingness to engage in dialogue. In recent years, there have been significant developments, such as the revocation of Jammu and Kashmir's special status by India in 2019. This move heightened tensions once again. Despite these challenges, there have been moments of cooperation, particularly in humanitarian areas. The relationship between Pakistan and India continues to be influenced by historical grievances, but there is always hope for future dialogue and reconciliation. Is there any specific topic or time period you're curious about? Sure. The Simla Agreement of 1972 was another pivotal event. Signed after the 1971 war, it was aimed at resolving differences peacefully and promoting bilateral relations. The agreement established that both sides would respect the line of control in Kashmir and resolve issues through bilateral talks. Moving forward, the nuclear tests conducted by both countries in 1998 were a significant development. These tests escalated tensions but also led to dialogue on nuclear security. In the 21st century, both countries have experienced moments of cooperation, especially in areas like trade and cultural exchange. However, periodic conflicts, like the 2019 Pulwama attack and subsequent airstrikes, have kept tensions high. Despite these challenges, there are ongoing hopes for improved relations through dialogue and confidence-building measures. Is there a particular area you'd like to know more about? Of course. The cultural and people-to-people exchanges between Pakistan and India have played an important role in their relationship. Despite political tensions, there have been numerous initiatives to foster connections through art, music, literature, and sports. Cricket matches, for example, have been a major unifying factor, often bringing people together across borders. Similarly, shared cultural heritage, such as music and films, has continued to build a sense of connection. Additionally, there have been efforts in areas like education and health, with various NGOs and civil society groups working across the border. Overall, while political challenges remain, these cultural exchanges have helped maintain a foundation for future reconciliation and peace. Is there anything specific you'd like to explore further? Certainly. People-to-people exchanges have often served as a bridge between Pakistan and India. Cultural festivals, art exhibitions, and literary events have been significant in promoting mutual understanding. For instance, literature festivals often feature authors from both countries, creating a platform for dialogue and collaboration. In terms of sports, cricket remains a major area of connection. Matches between the two nations are highly anticipated and watched by millions, fostering a sense of camaraderie among fans. Educational exchanges and scholarships also play a role, allowing students from both countries to learn from each other and build lasting friendships. Despite the political challenges, these exchanges highlight the shared cultural heritage and the desire for peace and understanding. Is there any other specific aspect you'd like to know more about? In the realm of business and trade, there have been efforts to enhance economic ties between Pakistan and India. Over the years, both countries have explored ways to boost trade and economic cooperation. For instance, there have been discussions about easing trade restrictions, opening up trade routes, and facilitating business ventures. Cultural and media exchanges, like cross-border television shows and music collaborations, have also played a role in bridging gaps. Bollywood and Lollywood have fans on both sides of the border, contributing to a shared cultural landscape. Despite political challenges, these economic and cultural connections demonstrate the potential for cooperation and mutual benefit. Is there another area you'd like to explore? One notable area is the role of diaspora communities. People of Pakistani and Indian origin living abroad have often acted as informal ambassadors, fostering understanding and cooperation. Their efforts in promoting peace and cultural exchange have been significant. Additionally, both countries have seen influential peace movements and individuals advocating for better relations. These grassroots initiatives, often led by activists, artists, and scholars, aim to bridge divides and build a foundation for peace. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Another significant aspect is the role of media and communication. Media on both sides has often influenced public perceptions, sometimes heightening tensions, but also providing platforms for dialogue and understanding. Collaborative media initiatives, like joint television programs or news segments, have attempted to bridge gaps. Social media has also become a powerful tool, allowing individuals from both countries to connect, share stories, and build friendships beyond borders. These interactions highlight the potential for media and technology to foster understanding and reconciliation. Is there anything else you're curious about? Another important aspect is humanitarian efforts. During natural disasters or crises, both countries have occasionally extended help to each other. These gestures, though sometimes limited, have shown the potential for compassion and cooperation beyond political differences. In the realm of environmental issues, there have been discussions about collaborative efforts to address shared challenges like climate change and water resources management. These areas of cooperation highlight the potential for building trust and understanding through shared goals and challenges. Is there anything more you'd like to know? Certainly. Another key area is the role of civil society organizations. Numerous NGOs and advocacy groups in both countries have worked tirelessly to promote peace, understanding, and collaboration. These organizations often focus on grassroots efforts, fostering dialogue and people-to-people connections. Additionally, initiatives like student exchange programs and sister city agreements have also been part of the broader effort to build bridges between the two nations. These efforts, though sometimes overshadowed by political issues, play a crucial role in fostering a spirit of cooperation and hope. Is there anything else you'd like to explore? One more interesting aspect is the influence of cultural diplomacy. Artists, musicians, and filmmakers from both countries have used their work to promote peace and understanding. For example, joint film productions and music collaborations have been well received and appreciated by audiences on both sides. Festivals celebrating shared cultural heritage have also been important in fostering connections. These events provide a platform for people to come together, celebrate commonalities, and appreciate each other's cultures. These cultural exchanges help build a foundation for better relations in the future. Is there anything else you'd like to know? It's wonderful that you're interested in learning more. If you have any specific topics or questions in mind, feel free to ask. I'm here to help. Certainly. Jointly produced films and music projects have often aimed to bridge the gap between the two countries. For instance, films like Veer Zara have depicted cross-border stories, emphasizing themes of love and unity. Such projects often resonate deeply with audiences and promote a message of peace. Musical collaborations like concerts featuring artists from both countries have also been significant. Music, being a universal language, has the power to transcend political boundaries and bring people together. These cultural initiatives play a vital role in fostering goodwill and understanding between the people of both nations. Is there anything more specific you'd like to know about? In addition to films and music, theatre and literature have also been important avenues for cultural diplomacy. Plays and literary festivals featuring writers and performers from both countries have provided platforms for dialogue and collaboration. Literary exchanges where authors share stories that resonate across borders have helped highlight the common cultural threads and shared histories. These initiatives emphasize the power of storytelling and performance in bridging divides and building connections. Is there anything else you'd like to explore? Certainly. Food and cuisine have also played a role in cultural exchange between Pakistan and India. Both countries share a rich culinary heritage, and food festivals and culinary exchanges have highlighted this shared tradition. Chefs from both countries have participated in events that celebrate the flavors and culinary techniques common to both regions. Fashion is another area of collaboration. Designers from Pakistan and India have worked together on fashion shows and projects, showcasing the similarities and unique aspects of their traditional attire. These cultural elements, food and fashion, serve as additional ways to connect people and celebrate shared heritage. Is there anything more you'd like to know? Absolutely. Traditional sports and games have also provided a unique way for cultural exchange. Sports like kabaddi and wrestling are popular in both countries and have been platforms for friendly competition and camaraderie. Additionally, both countries share a love for festivals and celebrations. Events like Eid, Diwali, and Holi are celebrated with enthusiasm on both sides, reflecting shared cultural practices and values. These shared traditions and activities highlight the deep cultural ties and provide common ground for fostering mutual respect and understanding. Is there anything else you're interested in? Certainly. Another important aspect is the role of religious and spiritual connections. Both countries share a rich tapestry of religious sites and traditions. For example, Sikhism has its roots in the Punjab region, and there are important religious sites in both countries, like the Kartarpur corridor in Pakistan, which allows Indian pilgrims to visit the Gurdwara Darbar Sahib. Similarly, Sufi traditions and shrines are revered in both Pakistan and India, attracting followers from across the border. These spiritual connections highlight shared heritage and offer a pathway for fostering peace and understanding. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Certainly. The shared linguistic heritage is another significant aspect. Languages like Punjabi, Sindhi, and Urdu are spoken on both sides of the border, creating a linguistic bridge. Literature and poetry in these languages have been instrumental in reflecting shared cultural experiences and values. Moreover, cross-border marriages and familial ties have also played a role in maintaining connections. Many families have relatives on both sides of the border, keeping personal connections alive despite political tensions. These linguistic and familial ties continue to serve as a reminder of the deep-rooted connections between the people of Pakistan and India. Is there anything else you'd like to know? You're welcome. If you have any other questions or need more information, feel free to ask anytime. Absolutely. Festivals and cultural events celebrating shared traditions have been instrumental in fostering connections. Events like Basant, celebrated in both countries, highlight common cultural practices and bring people together. Furthermore, there have been collaborative efforts in areas like education and healthcare, where professionals from both countries have come together for mutual benefit. These initiatives demonstrate the potential for cooperation beyond political differences. These ongoing exchanges and collaborations in various fields continue to serve as important bridges between the people of Pakistan and India. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Certainly. In addition to cultural and social exchanges, sports diplomacy has been a significant aspect of the relationship. Cricket matches, in particular, have served as a platform for people-to-people contact and have often been seen as a way to ease tensions. Matches between the two nations are watched by millions and can foster a sense of shared excitement and unity. Furthermore, joint initiatives in areas like environmental conservation and disaster management have shown that cooperation is possible in critical areas. These collaborative efforts reflect the potential for positive engagement and the hope for better relations in the future. Is there anything specific you would like to learn more about? You're welcome. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask anytime. Another notable aspect is the role of joint cultural festivals. Events celebrating shared heritage, such as art exhibitions, film screenings, and music festivals, have been platforms for people-to-people connections. These events provide an opportunity for artists and audiences from both countries to come together and celebrate their common cultural roots. In addition, academic collaborations and research partnerships have also been avenues for cooperation. Scholars from both countries have engaged in joint projects, contributing to fields like history, science, and technology. These efforts across various domains continue to build bridges and highlight the potential for greater understanding and cooperation. Is there anything else you're curious about? Certainly. Tourism has also been an area of cultural exchange. Historical and religious sites in both countries attract visitors from across the border. For example, the Kartarpur corridor allows Sikh pilgrims from India to visit the Gurdwara in Pakistan. Similarly, heritage sites in India attract visitors from Pakistan. Additionally, culinary diplomacy has gained popularity, with food festivals and culinary exchanges celebrating the rich and diverse cuisine of both nations. These interactions through tourism and cuisine further strengthen the cultural ties and offer avenues for building mutual understanding. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Certainly. Educational and research collaborations have also been notable. Universities and academic institutions from both countries have engaged in joint research projects and academic exchanges. These collaborations help foster knowledge sharing and build academic ties, contributing to mutual understanding and respect. Cultural diplomacy also extends to areas like fashion and crafts. Designers from both countries have collaborated on fashion shows, showcasing traditional attire and modern designs that reflect the rich cultural heritage of both nations. These educational and cultural collaborations continue to play a crucial role in strengthening ties and fostering goodwill. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Certainly. People to people initiatives, such as exchange programs and community dialogues, have been crucial in promoting understanding. These programs allow individuals from both countries to experience each other's cultures firsthand, breaking down stereotypes and building personal connections. Furthermore, joint cultural heritage projects, such as efforts to preserve historical sites and traditions, have been significant. These projects often involve collaboration between historians, archaeologists, and cultural experts from both countries. These grassroots initiatives and collaborative projects emphasize the importance of building connections at the human level, fostering peace and understanding. Is there anything else you'd like to explore? Absolutely. Language and literature have also been powerful tools for connection. Shared languages like Urdu, Punjabi, and Sindhi have facilitated literary exchanges, with poets and writers from both countries influencing each other. Literature festivals and book fairs often feature authors from both nations, creating a space for dialogue and mutual appreciation. Additionally, youth programs and student exchanges have been vital in building future relationships. These programs allow young people to experience each other's cultures, fostering a sense of understanding and friendship from an early age. These initiatives in language, literature, and youth engagement are crucial in building long lasting ties and understanding between the two nations. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Certainly. Film and television collaborations have been impactful in bridging cultural divides. Joint productions and cross border broadcasts have allowed audiences in both countries to appreciate each other's stories and perspectives. Popular TV dramas and films have often found enthusiastic audiences across the border, creating a shared cultural space. Sports beyond cricket also play a role. Traditional games and sports events have been organised to foster camaraderie and friendly competition, promoting goodwill. These cultural exchanges in film, television, and continue to play an essential role in strengthening ties between the two nations. Is there anything else you'd like to learn about? Absolutely. Another significant area is the role of peace-building organizations and initiatives. Numerous NGOs and civil society groups work tirelessly to promote dialogue, understanding, and reconciliation. These groups often organize peace conferences, cultural exchanges, and community projects that bring people together across the border. Art and cultural exhibitions have also been a platform for peace building, showcasing the rich and diverse cultural heritage shared by both countries. These exhibitions provide a space for dialogue and mutual appreciation of art and history. Additionally, joint efforts in areas like disaster relief and humanitarian aid have shown that cooperation is possible even in challenging times. These initiatives highlight the importance of collaboration and the potential for building lasting peace. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Absolutely. Remember, fostering understanding and building bridges takes time and patience. Small steps like engaging in open dialogue, appreciating shared cultural elements, and participating in collaborative efforts can make a big difference. Keep an open mind, stay curious, and continue seeking ways to connect and learn from others. If you ever have more questions or need guidance, feel free to reach out. Take care.